What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again for back-to-back BFR, recording this about 10 seconds after the last one. Game 65 versus the Arizona Coyotes. It was the kids game. They had kids doing announcing the goals and stuff. Grimson was back in the booth again as Darren Pang wasn't available again for the back-to-back. 5 o'clock game on March 10th. And the Hawks win. They beat the Coyotes again for the second time in as many games. 7-4. They go to 17, 43, and 5. Shots were 41-36 Chicago. 41 shots for the Hawks is crazy. 24-15 in hits for Chicago. Faceoffs for 33-25 Chicago. Yeah, this wasn't supposed to happen post-deadline. Power play, Chicago goes 2 for 5. Arizona goes 0 for 2. And we go... Soderblom saves 32 out of 36. Soderblom has won 2 games. He is now 2 wins against Toronto, 2 wins against Arizona, combined 4 wins. And he's able to win against the 2 most memed-on teams in the league, apparently. So, I don't know. Ingram saves 34 out of 40. Rare, not great appearance from him. 15-43, it's an Arizona penalty early to Brown for tripping, which would be killed, because at 14:01, Chicago takes a penalty and it's Radish for hooking, which would also be killed, but it's 4-on-4 for 18 seconds. And in those 18 seconds, at 13:51, it's an Arizona 4-on-4 snipe goal from Clayton Keller, 24th of the season from former Blackhawk Schmaltz and Barrett Hayden to make it 1-0. Blackwell open net shoots high. Blackwell had one hell of a game, that's for sure. Hawks were pushing, they get nothing. 4-14, Arizona penalty to McBain for hooking, which would be killed. Cooley is blocked. Genther has a break that goes wide. Entwistle has a break that's saved. 55 seconds, though. Chicago and Arizona, it's Vlasic and Bukestad. They drop the gloves and start fighting. I'm not sure really what happened in the corner there. Probably a hit that wasn't... I think Bukestad didn't like the hit that Vlasic gave him, and they kind of just dropped the gloves. And I'd honestly say the Hawks were the better team throughout the first period. Second period, right off the draw, it's a very good play by Arizona. 11 seconds in at 19:49. It's an Arizona breakaway goal to Clayton Keller with his second of the game, 25th of the season from Schmaltz and Hayden. Same exact one as the last goal. Makes it 2-0. And you're probably wondering, how did the Hawks win this game 7-4? Hawks were starting to lay the body. I'm trying to read what I wrote. Very small. Hawks were laying the body. And then 14:32, Bedard does some moves, and he shoots off the back of the net. It goes off the defenseman, and then Ingram's back. And it's a bouncing goal for Connor Bedard, his 18th of the season at 14:32 from Donato and Reese Johnson to make it 2-1. So somehow Bedard ended up on the 4th line for a play and ends up going in the net. Now then, a minute and a half later at 13:03, Chicago scores again. It's an open net goal from Colin Blackwell with his 6th of the season from Anderson and Vlasic to make it 2-2. We have a tie game. Bedard has a chance that goes wide. 11:51, it's an Arizona penalty to Bukestad for interference. And then at 10:36, it's an Arizona penalty to Dursey for holding, which would also make it a 5-on-3 for 45 seconds. Khrushchev is saved, and then great passing from Chicago. And at 9:55, power play laser from Connor Bedard. 19th of the season, 2nd of the game from Khrushchev and Jones to make it 3-2. So the Hawks, the Coyotes then peel off the rest of the 5-on-4 for however long that would go for, and for a minute 15. Sanford is saved, and then at 6:03, Arizona responds with a goal of their own. It's a rebound from Dylan Genther with his 9th of the season unassisted to make it 3-3. Foligno is then saved twice. Reese Johnson was hit in the face with a stick, and there is no call. That was Josh Brown, I believe, they got the stick up high. 2:19, it's an Arizona penalty, which would be served by O'Brien for unsportsmanlike conduct, and it was considered a bench minor. I don't know what happened there. The announcers really didn't know what happened there either, so oh well. 2:10, though, Chicago scores right on the power play. 9 seconds in, it's a one-timer from Tyler Johnson with his 14th of the season from Bedard and Jones to make it 4-3. We go to the third period, as my voice is starting to give out now. 19:27, it's a Chicago stuff-in goal, Colin Blackwell with his 2nd of the game as well. 7th of the season from Jones and Dickinson. That's Jones' 3rd assist. Bedard's got 3 points. And it's pretty nice what the future could hold. Cooley is saved. Michelli hits the post. Carcone is saved as Arizona pushes, and they finally get one by. Soderblom was standing on his head, and there's a defensive breakdown in front of him. 13:09, it's an open net, relentless goal from Nick Schmaltz, the former Blackhawk. 19th of the season, unassisted to make it 5-4. So what did the Hawks do? A minute later, they come right down the ice, and what a shot from Ryan Donato with a snipe of his own at 12 minutes. 8th of the season, unassisted to make it 6-4. 9:26, that's a Chicago penalty to Bedard for high sticking, which would be killed. Coyotes empty the net at 2:45, and then you're expecting a hat trick with 2 Blackhawks with 2 goals. Bedard doesn't get his first one. Instead, at 2:36, it's a Chicago empty net goal to Colin Blackwell, who gets his first career hat trick, 8th of the season, from Jones to make it 7-4. And I told everyone that we were going to trade Tyler Johnson, we were going to trade Colin Blackwell at the deadline. They were UFAs on expiring deals. Get what you can for them. They're still on the team. We're winning games, and they're producing. Of course, I like seeing that the team's winning and producing, but not at this time. We're going for Celebrini at this point, so it's at this point you should have just sold them off what you can get for them. But yeah, that's going to be all I have for you guys in this one. Of course, I'm not very happy with the trade deadline the Hawks had because I feel like they could have sold off more. But then again, they do need to put a team on the ice, so I guess that's kind of why they only gave Bavillier away. That's going to be all I have for you guys in this one. I'm getting happy to get these 2 BFRs out of the way now. As I mentioned in the previous video, I want to get the trade board done, I want to get a power rankings done, and we'll see what else I can get done in that time. We're in the final stretch of games now, 17 left. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.